Hey there, just before we start the video, I want to say I've never really filmed my voice before or anything like that, and I also have a little bit of a lisp, so if there's any audio issues or anything, I'm really sorry, never really done this before. And yeah, enjoy the video. I'm sure with our time on the internet, we've all seen art thefts, traces, people that claim stuff that isn't theirs, that kind of stuff. And I've seen a decent share of that stuff during my time on, let's say, YouTube and DeviantArt and all that. I've seen people that trace art and copy other people's OCs, that kind of stuff. In all my time on the internet, I've never been, explicitly involved in any of it before. I've always just been kind of late to it, and I've always just kind of appeared in the middle of it. But a couple days ago, one of my friends actually sent me a screenshot of someone I know from a year ago, who had taken some art I had drawn of their character and not credited me at all. They didn't say, oh, I didn't draw this, somebody else did. They didn't credit me, and they also didn't say that anyone else made it. That was a little bit shocking. And I know this person as well. So I'm gonna try breaking down the whole backstory in this video. I don't really know how long the video is gonna take. So yeah, let's get started then. So this whole thing started early last year, when I was really into a website called Scratch. And this website is for coding, making short little animations, that kind of stuff, making games, It's very popular with ages from 10 to 12ish. And there's also a larger audience on the platform that's teens or adults, because it's a really good platform for coding. And I had an account on there, and I uploaded a bunch of random stuff that I did when I was bored. And then I started doing some animation memes, and I didn't get really popular, but that's okay. It's not all about popularity, it's fine. And during my time on Scratch, a stranger, I didn't know them, came up and started liking all my posts and all that, and they seemed really nice at first, and two of my friends also had Scratch accounts at the time, and they kind of posted similar stuff to me. One of them was still getting used to the whole coding thing, and I was pretty good at teaching them how to code and all that. And that stranger online that started liking all the posts also started liking all my friends' posts, and that was okay. I didn't really mind. Then what started happening was they started to spam one of my friends repetitively, and this friend didn't really like it, and just for the sake of not saying this friend over and over again, I'm gonna call them, let's say, Anna. Okay, so Anna was a bit uncomfortable because there's a stranger that's kind of spamming my profile repetitively. I'm kind of scared. What do I do? And I was like, you know, it's gonna be okay. You can just delete them, or you can maybe tell them to, you know, please don't spam me. I don't really like the repetitive notifications and all that. So my friend Anna, you know, she went to the person. She was like, hey, could you please not spam? You know, it's kind of filling up my inbox. You know, that kind of stuff. She was really kind about it, and she got like a kind of mean reply. And it kind of, the whole thing went away for a very long time, and then the stranger popped up again. Now what happened, what the stranger did was, okay, what she did was she started uploading, characters, of, banners, like, without permission and all that, like uploading, you know, fan art. And that seemed fine at first, but she wasn't crediting for, like, not owning the design or anything like that. She wasn't really, you know, like, giving credit. And that was kind of odd. So we pulled her up, and we were like, hey, this isn't really your character. Could you maybe credit Anna or take down the post? And she refused to credit like the original designer, and took down the post. So that was kind of confusing. We didn't hold it against her though. We were like, okay, that's her choice. We don't really mind. And then we kind of just left it for a little bit, and then we started getting suspicious because it was getting kind of quiet. So we did, all three of us, me, Anna, and one of my other friends, we started doing some digging online to try to find, like, you know, does this user have any specific backstory or anything? And we found out they'd actually been forcing a bunch of people to repeatedly make GIFs for them, or like do an art trade with them, or something like that. And we thought that was a little suspicious, so we kind of stopped talking to that person for a very long time. Then things started to get a little more, what would you say? A little more kind of strange. She started like being kind of mean to all three of my friends and me. So I kind of, when she had started like being mean to Anna, I stepped in and I said, you know, this isn't nice. You shouldn't do this to other people. You know, Scratch is supposed to be a platform for like getting along with people, you know, being nice, sharing ideas, that kind of stuff. But she thought I was kind of like insulting her, and we continued to like do a little digging and all that, and we checked her profile again. She'd actually been stealing art, like bases and all that, like without crediting at all. Like she wouldn't credit the bases, and we started like commenting on all her projects, saying, you know, credit this artist, they made the base. And she would delete the comment so that nobody found out. And people started like realizing, you know, this isn't really right. So one of our online friends started pulling her up on it, saying, you know, credit the people, you know, you gotta do that. That's part of the terms of service and all that. And she wouldn't credit them. Like over time, after me and my friends like started reporting our projects and all that, they started getting taken down, or she removed them. I don't really know. So that went away for a little bit, but she still kind of continued to harass all of us. I'll probably be putting screenshots up. But these are all stuff from like early last year-ish. So she kept kind of harassing us, and I made a little announcement project thing, of my like main OC at the time, like talking about the whole issue, and that got immediately taken down by the Scratch team, and I was a little confused by that because I was getting projects taken down by Scratch team, but the person that was like stealing and tracing art was not getting a single thing taken down, even though there was legitimate proof that she was like stealing and all that. And I was kind of confused at the time, but also a little bit mad because, like, you know, you shouldn't really be stealing art. So that was like last year, and eventually she had been arguing with me for a very long time, and eventually what Scratch did after the situation got so bad to the point where she said like she had enough evidence to sue all of Scratch, it got to the point where Scratch permanently muted my account and my alt account, so I couldn't like post projects, I couldn't comment, I couldn't really do anything, and she could continue to post like traced artwork, you know, recolored stuff, without crediting her sources whatsoever, and she continued to post stuff while I couldn't really do anything because I was you know, permanently muted. So that was a little bit strange. Alright, so the next thing that happened after that whole kind of cyber harassment went on, this person got really mad and started to make a bunch of projects against me. She didn't really care about my friends that much. It was all against me. She made this one animation meme. It was, I think it was like some sort of animation meme with audio from like Glass Animals or something. And it was like against me. There were screenshots taken of me saying things to defend my friends that were used like against me in the animation meme. And that was kind of and it got not taken down. I think she took it down herself because it backfired immediately. A lot of people were like, "Hey, you can't do that. That's mean. You know, that's not really that nice. You know, that kind of stuff." And she took it down, so it's no longer available to see. I'm really hoping I took screenshots of it though, because you know, yeah, I might need it. I don't know. So it was kind of silent for a little bit after that because I was still permanently muted at the time, and you know, my friends were kind of scared to take action, because they didn't want to get muted, and Anna had actually become so frightened of, you know, getting her art stolen, getting her art traced by this person, that she took down every single one of her projects and left Scratch permanently. And my other friend, let's call her Josie, why not? And Josie, she wasn't really that scared of this person online, but she did take down a lot of her projects for a very long time, before bringing them back up when she thought it was safe to. And you know, it was kind of quiet. It was very quiet for like another year or so. So that whole year of 2020 was just me and my 3 friends kind of just being cyberbullied by this one person. This one art thief who was stealing stuff without crediting. She was using bases from like DeviantArt and all that without saying that she didn't make them. And her art style was very, very inconsistent, and that's what kind of made us think something was a little bit off, because it went from like one day being this kind of cartoon looking cat to the next day being like completely anthropomorphic and completely like really, really complex, you know, that kind of stuff. And we thought that was a little confusing, because like personally I definitely couldn't improve that much like in less than a day. So we thought that was a little bit off, and it was, because it was a base she had stolen without giving credit. So yeah. She did actually say a bunch, you know, I do give credit, I don't steal, you know, that kind of stuff. And people kept pulling her up saying, no, you do take this project here, for example, you haven't credited who you used the base from. And she's like, no, I drew that, you know, I didn't take that base, stuff like that. Even though I'm pretty sure she knew she was doing it and all that. And back when, you know, we were being like, just before the whole thing happened, I was being really, really nice. I was like, hey, it's okay, you know, you're probably really young, and it's okay to use bases sometimes, because a lot of people improve their art styles from either using like free line art, anatomy, bases, that kind of stuff. People improve their art styles from that. So I said, you know, it's alright, you're probably really young, you know, need to improve your art style or something like that. It's okay to use bases in that case. But you gotta give credit to your sources. If you forget who made it, that's okay. You just need to mention, you know, I didn't make this. If somebody else has the link to who made the base, I'll immediately change it, you know, that kind of stuff. Yeah, you just gotta kind of credit your sources. So in short, me and 2 of my friends were cyberbullied online by this person, and we called them out for, you know, tracing and stealing art, all that stuff. And in return for this, we all got backlash. Anna was too scared to upload any of her artwork, even though she was really, really good at it. And I was permanently muted. If I had like anything to say, anything to tell this person, I think I'd probably tell them, you know, I don't have anything against you, but tracing and stealing art is not really a good thing to do. It goes against Scratch terms of service, and in general, it's not a very nice thing to do. It's kind of putting down the people that made the base originally, because, you know, they probably wanted credit, or if it was in the rules, you know, credit this base if you use it, then it's probably better to credit the base than to claim it as your own, or to not credit it at all, because people will find out eventually, whether it's really obvious or if it's, you know, just a little bit obvious, or somebody just has a slight suspicion that you might be claiming somebody else's base. You just gotta credit your sources. And I don't have anything against you. You're probably a really great person, you know, but sometimes you gotta credit your sources if you want to be, you know, if you wanna improve and all that. Claiming stuff as your own probably isn't the best way. So, you know, credit your sources. So that was the video. Hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your day. If you haven't had a good day so far, don't worry, everything will get better. You'll be fine in the end, don't worry. I've been there before. You're going to persist, stay strong. You got this. Shout out to my friend because he wanted a shout out. I don't really know why, but shout out to him then. Peace out. Have a good one. I don't know. Bye bye.